I know Ishida is a guy, but if this is a Valentine's gift for all of us, I gotta say, best Valentine gift ever! Here's a question. How do you please me, Sparta? Well, that's simple, really. Create a silent chapter with raw emotions. I like the sound of that, but let's not stop there. Let's add the best heroine or best girl as fans put it into the equation, thus leading her into the spotlight. Ooh, what kind of chapter is this? Why, it's none other than a Touka chapter. Talk about the best birthday present ever! In all seriousness, it's a marvelous silent chapter with Touka as the main star that brought in great suspense, tense raw reactions, and a relieving ending that can have us in tears or fear. The chapter begins with the sight of a battle still ongoing and the clones just keep on rampaging Tokyo. It's unknown for how long they will have to keep on fighting, but it definitely won't end tomorrow. Not unless someone can find Kaneki. And knowing him from the last chapter, it's hard to say when he will able to swim back to reality. By this point, I didn't know the chapter was going to be all silent. But by the end, it was not only clear, but it's a Touka-centric chapter. Yup, best early present ever. It's a bit tough to review when it all relies on visual storytelling. It's always best to read it and adore the sensation of the sequence and emotional struggle. Make no mistake, it's marvelous from the moment of Touka beginning to search for Kaneki. I'm glad that the search didn't conclude with one lucky location, as it indicated that she has been searching for him for a long time, hence her witness state. It would be a bit silly if her first try is the only try. It also adds more to her character that she has been going on for so long. God knows how much energy she has left, enduring every moment of false hope. Her determination to find Kaneki has no limit, but the body does. Since it's a silent chapter, the presentation must be more than good, and thankfully, it was in this chapter. Unlike the last time, this is more focused on the raw emotions and expressions of Touka as she is trying to hold up and not let her body give up. When she uses her Kagane to destroy the wall of Kagane, there are more signs of wearing out as she is barely moving at a normal pace. Her Kagane depleted, but she was so determined to save her husband. The suspense is highly engaging. After a long build-up and developments, it pays off tremendously for this kind of suspense. She doesn't want another end with Kaneki disappearing like the first part. She will get him back. It's deeply shown by her expression. Sadly, life is cruel as hell, and when it looks like Touka found hope, she finds the ring, but no Kaneki. It's just an arm with multiple eyes that carries her ring. My immediate thought wasn't grossed out by the design, it's the feel of no hope. The ring is the only key to find Kaneki, and if it's not with him, what's left to search? Touka breaking down is tragic. She knew that it was hopeless the moment she found it alone. It struck me bad from seeing her breaking down to tears. Remember, this is a rare occasion that she usually cries into sadness. Ishida, what the hell are you doing to the pairing? Just leave them alone. The follow-up is wonderful because of his great display of raw emotions. She rises back up and resumes digging to find Kaneki. It's a desperate attempt since she can't falter just because of a ring. The look of her face got me sympathy and massive respect. Do you still wonder why she's awesome? You can't help but cheer heavily and want her to succeed. The bad and tragic end has run its course. It's finally time to get our reward for a change. But Ishida wants to mess around further, of course, by adding the clones to the mix. If you thought Dragon has the same conscience as Kaneki with choosing on whom to kill, this debunks that. It will kill anyone, and I mean anyone. Touka continues to be fantastic by actually fighting back in her winded state, let alone she's pregnant. She can't use Kagane anymore, so her raw physical strength is all she has left, and she was still kicking ass. What a woman. Sadly, her body has stamina, and when it's wearing thin, no matter how your mind say keep going, your body has a mind of its own. The suspense of her trying to live is intense. She was bleeding badly, but she wouldn't quit at all. She is so hell-bent to find her husband, and who could blame her? Another gem of this chapter is the rescue from the original Q Squad member. Yes, that includes Musuki. As wonderful it is to see them rescuing Touka. The part that got my attention is Musuki glances at her. It's a sign of redemption in progress, and her looking like a remorse expression is a hopeful sight. It's a good thing that it's not a flick of a switch change. it should take time to correct the mistake. This was very necessary to start the road of redemption for her, especially when the fans need to recover their respect for her. So far, it's going in the right direction, and hopefully, just hopefully, there will be more to come. As rewarding it is to have the Q squad showing up to save Touka, the grand prize is when Touka, at long last, finds Kaneki sleeping. I don't know why, but it felt so long since we last seen them together. Lengthy as their last split up. Okay, that's really not true, but it's the impression of how gentle they are as together. So splitting them up is like feeling homesick. The parent fans, however, have probably gone to sleep from joy. It's amazing that I still remember that Touka was once placed on a long hold after sheer amount of greatness from early arcs. It would have been a good time to be displeased with Ishida on the heroine, but in reality I got so much filled, including the tidbits. Her parent time with Kaneki doesn't hinder anything like how some other series tend to go too mushy for his own good. That's a winning pair in my book. She has a special kind of aura. By this point, it's long past making up for the lost writing. She continues to be the goddess. As great I may have sounded here, it's best to see it for yourself with its outstanding expressions and emotions. The road was harsh, sadness, uplifting, frightening, and hopeful. The end destination payoff is profoundly rewarding. Praise the sun, Touka has done it. Wake up, Kaneki. Your wife is waiting for you. Share your thoughts in a comment. You know, I don't usually bring up the pairing into the review because that's like a personal view, more so than just a normal review without any personal. But I gotta say, I really like this pairing, and it makes it better that the character is not only great in relationship, but also great as individual. For me to cheer on the pairing, it has to require for both of them to have a great significant characteristic as one or a pair. That's how you win over me. Not that Kaneki is finding rescue, at least I'm hoping for that sake. Are we going to see a good ending? Are we going to actually have a nice ending for once in a life? I mean, I think the series is actually ending very soon. Not the entire series, but this part alone. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe there will be a twist, or maybe everything will actually have a happy ending. And that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel, and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.